The library that ate time when I was younger. I discovered a library that wasn't on any map. It sat between two buildings in the city, but whenever I tried to show it to someone, it disappeared. The entrance was a plain gray door with a brass knob shaped like a rabbit's foot. A sign read, "Open at your own pace. Leave at someone else's." I turned the knob and pushed. The door groaned, then opened into an enormous hall with ceilings so high I couldn't see the top. The bookshelves stretched forever in every direction. But there was no floor. Instead, a soft fog rolled beneath my feet, hiding whatever was there. It smelled faintly of burnt toast and old paper. A voice whispered from nowhere, "Welcome. You may take as long as you like, but time will take you." I stepped inside. Every book had a title that made no sense. One read Instructions for Painting Your Thoughts on a Cloud, another The Biography of Shadows, and another simply said, "Do not read this book, or do." I pulled one from the shelf. The moment I opened it, my hair turned into letters, each one spelling a different secret I didn't even know I had. When I tried to close it, the letters started floating around me, spelling warnings. Do not forget yourself. As I walked deeper into the library, the shelves began to rearrange themselves. I turned a corner and suddenly found myself in a kitchen. A chef with a teapot for a head was stirring something in a cauldron. Steam rose in the shape of crying cats. "Care for a sample?" the chef asked. Sure." I took a spoonful. It tasted like the sound of an old clock and regret. My knees buckled. The floor shifted beneath me like jelly, but I didn't fall. Somehow I was floating in place, suspended in time. I continued walking. A corridor appeared, lined with mirrors. But each reflection was a different version of me. One with 6 eyes, one made entirely of ribbons, one screaming silently. I waved, and they waved back, but in reverse, as if moving backward in memory. At the end of the corridor was a cat, wearing glasses. It spoke. "You're late. Time doesn't like it when people are late, or early, or present. Follow me." I followed. The cat led me to a room where hundreds of clocks were stacked, ticking in random rhythms. Each clock contained a tiny human inside, reading books that grew legs and ran away. "Why are there humans in the clocks?" I asked. "They borrowed time," said the cat, "but time always wants it back." Suddenly, one clock swung open. A human tumbled out, crying ink. The ink spread across the floor, forming sentences. "We forgot how to sleep. We forgot how to dream." I panicked and tried to leave. The door I came in through had vanished. Books were crawling like centipedes, whispering riddles. One of them climbed onto my shoulder. "If you step forward, you will step backward. If you stay, you will leave." The cat jumped onto a shelf, balancing on a pile of dictionaries. "Oh, don't worry," it said. "The library doesn't mind a little chaos. It thrives on it." I wandered into another room. This one looked like a theater. Seats, stage, velvet curtains. But on the stage were actors without faces performing plays that described my future. One act showed me drinking tea with a shadowy version of myself. Another showed me trying to climb a ladder that led to nowhere. I sat down, and the moment I did, the audience began to applaud. The claps echoed from nowhere and everywhere at once. My reflection in the glossy floor smiled at me, but I hadn't smiled. Time began to ripple. Each second stretched into minutes, then hours, then days. My voice changed, speaking in languages I didn't know I knew. I laughed, but my laughter was someone else's memory. Eventually I reached a room filled entirely with doors. Each door hummed a different song, and behind each one a universe existed. One door led to a sky made of honey, another to a forest of broken clocks, another to an endless staircase where each step whispered your regrets. The cat appeared again. Choose carefully. But remember, the library doesn't care which universe you pick. It only wants you to choose. I opened a door at random. Immediately, I fell into a pool of molten words. Each word was a story I had forgotten. As I sank, I realized the library wasn't just a place, it was alive. It ate time, memories, and possibilities. Hours, days, weeks passed. Maybe years. I lost track. Eventually, I floated to the surface of the pool and found myself outside. The gray door was gone. The city looked the same, but I felt different. I still hear whispers sometimes in the corner of a library or when a book falls off a shelf. They call my name, asking me to return. Come back, they say, the library is hungry for stories. And sometimes, just sometimes, I wonder if leaving was the real mistake.